You know that sound? Laughter. We all do it, and it feels so human, right? But what if I told you that its story is way, way older than us? That it's something much, much deeper? So let's just jump right in with the big question. Is laughter uniquely human? Is it something that only we can do? Well, the answer might actually surprise you. It's a big no. We're about to dive into the ancient and very non-human roots of something we think of as our own. Yeah, see, laughter isn't something we just invented. Think of it more like an echo from our deep, deep evolutionary past. It's this ancient sound that, believe it or not, connects us directly to our primate cousins. And this is what's so wild. These laughter-like vocalizations were around long before Homo sapiens ever showed up. You can find them in all the great apes, chimps, bonobos, gorillas, and orangutans, and they evolved for a really important reason. It was a social tool, kind of like a signal to say, hey, I'm friendly, let's cooperate, especially when they were just playing around. Okay, so what does this ancient laughter even sound like? It's not all the same, you know? Let's take a little tour and listen in on the different dialects of laughter you'd hear among our closest relatives. And you know, the diversity here is just incredible. Chimpanzees and bonobos, their laugh is super recognizable. It almost sounds human sometimes. You'll hear it when they're tickling each other or play fighting. Gorillas, on the other hand, are a bit more reserved. Theirs is more of a grunt-like sound, usually during some gentle social play. And orangutans, well, they're more solitary, so you don't hear it as often. But the young ones, they make these really cool, distinct giggle-like sounds. All right, so we've established they laugh, but the big question is why? This isn't just some random sound they make when they're happy. Laughter is actually a crucial tool for them to navigate their super complex social lives. Seriously, every single one of those giggles or grunts has a job to do. It reinforces bonds between them. It can diffuse a tense situation that might otherwise get aggressive. It's a clear signal that says, hey, we're just playing, I don't mean any harm. When you get right down to it, it's the glue that holds the whole group together. You can actually trace this whole evolutionary journey. It starts out as this really basic, primal sound they make during physical play, like a reflex. Then over time, it evolves and becomes a more complex signal for social bonding. And then finally, with us humans, it takes this massive leap into the world of abstract thought. And this is where you can really see that giant leap I was talking about. For great apes, laughter is almost always a reaction to something physical, being tickled or being chased. But for us, sure, we still laugh when we get tickled, but most of our laughter is triggered by cognitive stuff. We laugh at a clever joke, or at irony, or at these really abstract concepts. The root is exactly the same, but what pulls the trigger, that has changed in a huge way. Okay, so this is where things get really, really interesting. Because when we start to ask what a primate's giggle actually means, we're not just in the world of biology anymore. We're stepping into the world of philosophy. Here's the key thing to get. An ape's laugh isn't just a simple reflex, like a knee-jerk reaction. It shows that they're actually aware of the social situation. They seem to anticipate how others will react, and they're judging the intentions of others. That tells us it's not just an emotional outburst. There's a cognitive process happening there too. And this leads us to this really deep philosophical idea called phenomenology. It's basically the study of conscious experience. And it forces us to ask a pretty mind-blowing question. What does it actually feel like to be a chimpanzee that's laughing? I mean, what is their conscious experience of joy? It's wild to even think about. But wait, it doesn't even stop there. This whole thing also plugs right into ethics. Think about it. If laughter is a tool to signal, hey, let's cooperate, I'm not a threat, then couldn't it be one of the earliest, most basic building blocks of social morality? A really primal way of saying, hey, we're on the same team here. And this quote really just nails it. It suggests that there isn't some big, solid wall between our emotional world and the emotional world of other primates. Instead, it's more like a continuum of affective consciousness. So you've got our complex sense of humor at one end of the spectrum, and at the other end, you have the pure, joyful giggle of a young bonobo. It's all connected. So it leaves us with this big question, right? What is laughter at its core? Is it just a tool that evolved to help us survive, an adaptation? Or is it something more, just a pure expression of what we're feeling inside? Or, and this is the one I find most fascinating, is it maybe the bridge between those two things? The thing that connects our internal feelings with our ability to survive in a social group. And really, that's the idea I want to leave you with today. That simple, joyful sound that we all make, probably every single day, it's so much more than just a human quirk. It's a profound, ancient link to our animal past. It's like a shared language of joy that lights up this deep, unbroken connection between our minds and theirs.